Like, regardless of you've been doing drag for 7 years plus, a queen that's been doing it for a year, 2 years can come in and snatch the crown.
Hey guys, this is Travis Cronin with Us Weekly, your entertainment director, and you're watching Drag Us Weekly, the show where we talk to your favorite drag queens and drag the truth, their fears, their wants, their wishes, their hopes out of them. Today we are joined by the incomparable and the hardest fighting drag queen in the game, Vanity Milan.
Hi, how are you, babe?
Hi, I am so great. I had so much fun watching your run. You were that little engine that could and kept slaying. Is that how it felt to you? Did it feel like a real battle for you each week?
100%. I think I literally had to fight every week to stay in the competition. And if that's what I had to do to get to top 4, that's exactly what I needed to do. And I did what needed to be done.
Yes, you did. To quote Luxury Law, RHOBH, you sure did.
I sure did.
And I feel like a lot of queens come in saying, I'm going to fight until the end, do whatever I have to do. But you really walked that walk different than other queens did. What do you think was really the source of, your power in the competition? And what do you think, kept you around for top 4?
I think it was the resilience that I have inside of me. I think I've been doing drag. I started drag in 2019. So it's not a long time like the other queens have been doing it 3-4 years. And I think like the underdog in the competition. And I had something to prove. Like, regardless of you've been doing drag for 7 years plus, a queen that's been doing it for a year, 2 years can come in and snatch the crown. But, I made it to top 4 and I'm super proud of where I placed.
I am too. And, for a new queen, usually we don't find that adaptability that you have to learn new makeup tricks, to learn how to present yourself different on the runway. What tips and tricks were really invaluable to you throughout the season that made you a better drag queen and performer?
Just come back every week and give us hell. I mean, that was it. Like, any critique that I got on the main stage from the judges, I literally took that, went back to the hotel, put it inside my head and ran with it the next week. So anything that they said to me, and I think I absorb, I'm like a sponge. I absorb things that people say to me. I absorb things that, the critiques, and I literally just went with it every week. And I'm super proud of myself because I never thought I'd make it that far.
I mean, you clearly had something. Everybody saw it. It was amazing. Now, your lip sync skills, where does this come from? Did you grow up doing lip sync battles in your living room? What happened? How did you get this power?
The love of music, the love of embodying the song, whether it's a slow song, whether it's a fast song, whether it's a song that has meaning, embodying the song is definitely something that I love to do. I'm a performer. I live to perform. And one of the greatest performers that we have in this generation is Beyonce. And she was definitely like in my head as a kid. And when you see her perform live, full well you're going to get a great show. And in the words of Beyonce, like, welcome to the Beyonce experience. Well, welcome to the Vanity Milan experience. You're about to get a great show. And I think that in itself speaks for itself.
And you borrowed her wig today, which was so nice of her to lend it to you.
I mean, the Sasha Fierce one, like.
It sure is. And will you be releasing the recipe for Dutty Rice?
Oh my God, I sure will be.
You've had so many funny lines, the one skill that's carried you on. Are you ready for fans to scream that at you for years and years? Do you stand by it? Do you loathe it already?
I stand by everything that I have said on this show. Dutty Rice, one single talent, and anything else that I've said, I stand by it. And I'm waiting for people to continue to yell it to me at the street because I've been getting it the whole flipping time I'm on the show. And the Orange Queen as well. Like, I love it. I'm living for the moment. So.
And your husband was so integral to your success on the show because those outfits were amazing. Tell me a little bit about your design process with you and your husband and what goes into creating those beautiful looks between the two of you.
Whatever he says goes.
Okay.
We literally sit and we brainstorm the theme of what it was meant to be, or anything that we're designing anyway. We brainstorm about what we can do, how we can make it better, how we can elevate it. We take inspiration from fashion. He takes a lot of inspiration from like the Gucci's and stuff, and the designers. And we say, well, we can make this affordable. We can make it look like it's off the runway, off that designer, but we can make it affordable. And I think he's a resilient person as well. Like he's a go-getter. He did all of my costumes while doing a full-time job serving customers in Gucci, believe it or not, and coming home at the end of the day and spending hours and hours making these costumes. So I have to thank him, give him a little shout out. Yeah.
They were amazing. And I want to know your top favorite outfits and your top favorite standout moments from your time on the season.
So my favorite look from one of the show is my fugly ball outfit. It's something that I had never seen on Drag Race before. Now, believe it or not, I hated this outfit when we were designing it. I was like, it doesn't give me any shape. There is no body. Can I put a belt around it? And my husband said, if you put a belt around it, I'm going to strangle you. And I had a belt around it as I was backstage. And I was like, oh, he's speaking to me right now from somewhere. And I took the belt off and I came around the corner and they were like, wow. So listen, whatever he says goes, right?
Yes.
And my top moment is my scandalous lip sync, where I took that quilt off and embodied the song, period.
You bodied the hell out of that song. It was incredible. And your girl group performance will go down in history forever. Tell me about how much fun of a process that was. And, do you still love the song?
Every time I hear it, I'm like, oh, I hate my voice. Listening to the voice. Yeah, chest popping, like listening to the voice. I'm still getting tagged in like TikToks and Instagrams of like people listening to the song and chest pumping. I love those girls so much. I love all of the girls so much. But the girl group, it was so good. Like this is us. The underdogs needed to show up and show out. And I think that episode, we definitely showed up and showed out. And I was here for the moment, and I still here for the chest pump. And we got Ru doing it as well.
Yes, Ru loved that song too. You sold him on that one.
I mean, Scarlett tried to do us dirty and give us the mid-tempo one, but the mid-tempo one won. So thank you.
And what is your advice for any other queen going on any season of the franchise who is struggling in the competition, but, still wants to win? From going through it start to finish, what should a queen be prepared in headspace, and what should she do when she gets there?
Have in the back of your mind who you are doing it for. It's a platform that's going to give you multiple jobs after.
Yeah.
Remember who you're doing it for, because my thought process was, I'm going to be on Drag Race. I'm going to get a blue tick, and I'm going to have a platform to make money. And I'm making money for people who have helped me get where I am today. And if it wasn't for the people around me, I wouldn't be where I am today. And so I'm working hard to ensure that my life is now set up really nicely, get a little house or something, or do whatever, a little apartment here or there. But so to anyone that's struggling, just remember what you applied for, and just keep pushing. Work hard. Hard work it really does pay off. Like, if you believe it, you'll achieve it.
Oh my God. And not only was your determination inspiring, but you're just a great drag queen, which was just so great. It's not like you were bad in any way. You're just a great drag queen who also tried hard. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
And tell the fans out there what you have coming up, how they can support you, where we can see you, and what we can expect from a Vanity Milan solo show.
Oh, honey, well, that's what's coming up quite soon. We're just waiting for the contracts to be signed, honey. So there's tours coming. I love music so much, and I want to dabble in the music industry a little bit. Probably release a couple singles, maybe make a Dirty Rice single or something. Get Sean Paul to be on it, maybe. But yes, definitely. Like, you can support me by getting my merch and continuously coming to shows and follow me, show me love on social media. I comment back to almost everybody because I've got time, which is so good because I love the love that we get from the Drag Race fans, and it's so good. I don't want to reveal too much, but there are things coming that I haven't, you know, had the ideas. I mean, it's hard, had the time to actually sign things and let's get it done. But there are things coming.
All right, please go follow Vanity Milan, support her. She was the hardest working queen of the season. Again, thank you so much for all that you shared with us this season. You are so amazing. And, you know, tip my rhinestone hat to you. You're great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. This was so great. Thanks for joining us, Vanity.
Thank you so much.
Bye.